Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is SHABIRAH binti HARISI. So here I'm going to present to you about our project, which is design and implementation of online reservation ticketing system. As for the problem analysis, I found out that our problem statement is there is a lot of airlines are coming out as the aviation industry is expanding and the passengers need to book tickets for their flight. So the manual methods of going to their local office to book their flight tickets is become challenging. Apart from that, the method of storing information is also poor. As a result of this manual procedure, the clients have no option but to be at the mercy of these error-prone procedures. This will result in passengers being unable to reserve a seat for their chosen flight from the existing reservation system. This also ultimately led to a waste of time at the check-in counter when the passengers were assigned seats before they were allowed to board the airplane. That is why there is a need for a wide range of advertising online ticketing system and for direct access to information in the centers. In developing an airline seats reservation system, we will always be mindful of providing users with the best usability, flexibility, and security. Therefore, we need to make the user's interface very flexible and easy to understand. In addition, since record updates are the database, we need to consider security issues so that flight reservation information is not interrupted. The new system was designed to take care of the following matters, which is we will create an online system for customers to view their flight rate, enable customers to view their flight schedule that contains information such as departure and time taken for the arrival flights, and enable the online flight reservation. The purpose of the study is to design and implement an airline ticketing system. The system will include the information of the rate of flight tickets, flight reservation, and the flight schedule. So here I have conducted an online research and I found out that many people are traveling with airplanes, either for their daily transportation to go for work or going for their vacations. Due to the fast-paced nature of the world today, air travel is considered to be the first choice between the number of mode transport to save time. As the world is turning into a global village with almost every aspect of human is being computerized, the aviation industry management is looking forward to making their flight reservation available online. Apart from that, the airline ticketing and management system is very important because it has a strong ability to reduce the errors that might have occurred when using a manual ticketing system. The online system makes it possible for the customers to book their flight ticket as required. The customer may therefore make use of this system to make and modify their reservation, in addition to knowing the flight schedule for their chosen destination. To make the reservation for such a travels, airline companies' website hold the functionality for the user to book a travel himself. So the functionality that this website is let the possibility for the user to set a specific travel requirements such as the reservation of the seats and the flight schedule for their destinations. So the purpose of this project is to develop an easy-to-use airline reservation system which accommodates this functionality. Therefore, the proposed system is being developed using the C++ programming with the facilities that will enable passengers to book and reserve seats for their flight in the hope that it will help the airline by streamlining its reservation process without human interaction in order to make the airline ticketing and management process more efficient.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur HALIZA binti Mohamed AZAMI. My metric number is 54891. Okay, today I will represent a little bit about the solution. Before we start our solution, firstly we need to know what is algorithm. As you all know, an algorithm is a step-by-step of instructions that will transform the input into the output. There are two techniques to represent an algorithm to solve our solution using pseudocode and flowchart. Okay, before we start our solution, firstly, we need to find out information processing cycle, IPO, or more details, which is input, process, and output using in the airline's ticketing system. Then, we will transfer IPO to pseudocode and flowchart. Pseudocode is used as a guide when the programmer codes the algorithm that cannot be understood by the computer. Pseudocode is not standardized. Every programmer has his or her own version, but you will find some similarities among the various versions. And for the flowchart, it was the graphical representation of an algorithm that we use special purpose symbols that connected by arrows. But But we need to know first all the symbol name and its meaning before we start the flowchart. Information Processing Cycle IPO. I stand for the input. Input in the coding, there is name, passport number, nation, choice, number of babies, number of kids, number of children, number of adults, and age. For the P stand for process. Okay, in the coding, we want to determine and display total of kids, total of adults, total of children, total of babies, total of purchase. O stand for the output. Okay, output in our coding is to total of purchase. Okay, formula we use in our coding is total of kids equal to price of kids times number of kids. Total of children equal to price of children times number of children. Total of adults equal to price of adults times number of adults. Total of purchase equal to total of kids plus total of children plus total of adults plus total of babies. Method using pseudocode. Okay, firstly, you need to know what we must have in our pseudocode. Okay, in our pseudocode, what we must have is start, stop, read, and print. Okay, that's all is important in our pseudocode before we start our pseudocode. Okay, so for the start is the first line and stop is for the last line. Okay, start and then you will put read for the second line. Okay, read and then you put your input after read. Okay, and then under read, that's mean that next row for under read, you will put your formula we use in our codings. That's mean that total of kids equal to price of kids and times number of kids, like that. Okay, and then under total of kids, under the formula, I means that you will put if choice equal to 1, it will display Kota Kinabalu. As if choice equal to 2, it will display Kuching. Okay, and then else if choice equal to 7, it will display Kuantan. Then if you enter another number 1 until 9, that means that you enter 10, you will display sorry you have entered an invalid choice. Then you put an if you want to end your choice. Okay, next for the age, if age more than or equal to 3 and an age less than 10, it will display total of kids. As if age more than 10 and an age less than 15, it will display total of children. As if you enter 0, it will display total of babies. And then you put an if, the same like you want to end your age. Okay, and then there will be one more and if at the same row, at the same line with the read. Okay, so you and if, so they will have 3 and if in your pseudocode. Then you will print your total of purchase. Print also same line with the and if and read, and then you will stop.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is SUZANNA binti SHAARI. Metric number is 54817. I will present method using flowchart. Flowchart is one of the techniques to represent algorithm. Algorithm is a step-by-step of instructions that will transform the input into the output. First of all, the program will start. This symbol represents input symbol, where it shows input operation where the user will enter in this program. This program will read name, passport number, nation, choice, A, number of babies, number of kids, number of children, number of adults, and age. Next is process symbol. Process symbol is an operation other than input, output, or selection. This program will calculate total of kids, total of children, total of adults, and lastly, it will calculate total of purchase.
Next is on-page connector symbol. The function of on-page connector symbol is to connect the flowchart from the previous page. For this program, it has a quite long coding, so the flowchart cannot fit in just one page. So we use this symbol to connect our flowchart. The next one is off-page connector symbol. The function is to connect the flowchart to the next page. The function of this symbol is similar to on-page connector symbol, where it helps us to connect the flowchart of this program. Next is decision symbol. Decision symbol shows a selection process. For example, in this program, if the user enters choice equal to 7, the program will display Kuantan KUA. But if the user does not enter choice equal to 7, the program will proceed to the next choice. And the last one is output symbol. Output symbol shows an output operation. In this program, when the user has entered their choice and age correctly, the program will finally print the total of purchase and the program will end.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Shahida binti Shahrudin. My matrix number is S55276. Here I am going to present to you the demo of coding and output. Okay, so for the coding, we key in include iostream, include string, and include iomanic. Using namespace std, constant float price equals to 220, integer main, integer ai, age, square bracket 100, float number of kids, number of children, number of adults, number of babies, double price of kids equals to 165, price of children 198, price of adults 220, price of babies equals to 0. Double total of kids, total of children, total of adults, total of babies, total of purchase. String name and nation, integer passport number, choice, and see out, it will come out like this for the heading. Tourlines booking system, and then please enter your name, so we see in our name. See out, please enter your passport number, see in passport number. See out, please enter your nationality, and see in our nation. And then it will see out hello, name that we key in just now. And then it will ask us to please choose your destination, and it will show a list of destination that we are able to choose. First, Kota Kinabalu, second, Kuching, third, Langkawi, fourth, Penang, fifth, Ipoh, sixth, Kota Baru, seventh, Kuantan, 8 Kuala Terengganu, 9 Johor Bahru. And then see out, please enter your choice. See in our choice from 1 to 9. And then it will see out name that we entered just now, passport number that we entered just now. Same goes to nationality, nation. And then depart from Kuala Lumpur and heading to the destination that we choose just now. Okay, if our choice is first choice, arrive Kota Kinabalu, second choice, Kuching, third, Langkawi, fourth, Pulau Pinang, fifth, Ipoh, sixth, Kota Baru, seventh, Kuantan, 8, Kuala Terengganu, and 9, Johor Bahru. And then if we key in other number than 1 to 9, such as 0 or negative or 10 and above, it will say out, sorry, you have entered an invalid choice. If our choice is 1 to 9, it will see out how many members in your family. And then we need to see in the amount of our family members, which is A. See out, enter the amount of baby seat you want to reserve. We see in our number of babies. Enter the amount of kids seat you want to book from 3 to 9 years old. Then we see in number of kids. And then enter the quantity of children seat you want to reserve from 10 to 15 years old. Number of children, and then enter the number of adult seat you want to save, 20 and above. See in number of adults. See out, enter the age of your A family members. A is the amount of our family members that we declare just now, and then see in age. If the age of our family members is from 3 to 9 years old, they will win 25% discount, and the formula for the price of total kids is equals to price of kids times number of kids. And then it will see out flight ticket for age years members is how many Malaysian ringgit, and price of kids. Okay, else if age is from 10 to 15 years old, they will win 10% discount, and the formula is total of children equals to price of children times number of children. And then if age is 20 and above, it will see out above 20 rates is fixed, which is 20 and above, 20 years and above, the price is fixed, which is 220. And the total price for adults is total of adults equals to price of adults times number of adults. And then else, if the age is not included, and then for babies, then they will not be charged. So we don't have to include the formula for total of babies because their price is 0. They will not be charged. So it's okay if we do not include the formula. And then for the total of purchase equals to total of kids plus total of children plus total of adults plus total of babies, which is 0. And then it will see out total price of economy class flight ticket is Malaysian ringgit, total of purchase, and then return 0. So for the next slide, I will show the demo of coding. Okay, so we try to compile and run. Okay, this is the black screen. Tourlines booking system. Please enter your name, SHAHIDA. Please enter your passport number, 55276 for example. Please enter your nationality, Malaysia. Hello Shida, please choose your destination. Okay, so for example, I pick number 2, Kuching. From KL to Kuching. Name Shida, passport number. Okay, it will come out like this. How many members in your family? 5. Enter the amount of baby seat you want to reserve. 0. Enter the amount of kids. 1. Children 1. Adult maybe 3. Okay, so the total is 5. Okay. Enter the age of your 5 family members. Okay, firstly 6 years old, and then 14, and then 20, and then 45, and 47. So the total price of economy class flight ticket is 1,023 ringgit.